We'll talk to our chief reporter, Carvey Solicor, in Gelsenkirchen in the meantime. Carvey, good evening. At one point, England were out to 40-1 to win the Euros. They are back as favourites again now after that incredible turnaround. There's no middle ground, it seems, with England. It's either euphoria or despair.
Yes, I mean, look, this was an incredible game. In the end, it was a very, very memorable game. It'll go down as one of the most incredible endings to an England game. And it's a bit of a cliche, but it is a sign of a good team when they're not playing well and they win. And England got the job done this evening. But I think we need to put it into context. I think we need to keep things in perspective because for 90 minutes or so, they were second best. Really, they could have been 2-0 down after 10 minutes. Slovakia looked like the better team. England looked like a collection of very talented individuals. But in the end, England never gave up. They kept at it. They had to wait until the 77th minute, I think, until they had a clear-cut chance. Harry Kane header going wide. Then a few minutes later, Declan Rice hit the post with a long-range effort. But yes, congratulate England for getting the job done, giving the fans and all the people watching back at home an incredible experience. But you can't forget what went on for most of that game. And for most of that game, England was still ponderous. They were slow. They didn't have very much creativity. There wasn't too much bravery on the ball, but they got the job done. And in tournaments like this, it's all about winning. And yet again, Gareth Southgate keeps his 100% record in round of 16 games in major tournaments. In Russia, he beat Colombia on penalties. Then it was Germany in the Euros. In Qatar, it was Senegal. And tonight, they had to dig deep. It wasn't easy, it wasn't pretty, but they got the job done.
They did. There were boos at half-time in particular, Carver, when the players came off. It was interesting. I don't know, you'd have got the chance to hear Jude Bellingham speaking a little earlier, talking about what he describes as the rubbish being spoken. Interesting to get the sense that maybe the players and Gareth Southgate feel there is an overreaction to England's performances at this tournament.
I mean, let's deal with the fans first inside the stadium. I thought the fans were exceptional. Yes, there were some boos, but we're not talking about angry boos. They were not the boos of fans who wanted Southgate out. They were boos of frustration. They were boos because these fans know that the England squad has some of the best players in the world and they are not producing on the pitch. So there were some boos, especially at half-time. And just before Jude Bellingham scored, actually, on the big screens above the pitch, there was a quick shot of Gareth Southgate on the bench. And again, there was some boos around the stadium. And at that stage, you thought this is the last few seconds potentially of Gareth Southgate's time as England manager. And I was thinking in my head, how is he going to react at the final whistle? How are the fans going to react to him? But I think we should keep things in perspective again. The fans backed the England team right up until the end. They were roaring them forward. They were backing them 100%. Yes, they were frustrated with the performance. Yes, they're frustrated with Gareth Southgate. But I think that has more to do with how much money they've spent, how much time they've given up to come and support England, and they expect more. And I think Bellingham's goal and Kane's goal could be the spark that England needed, because so far they have been very timid, they have been ponderous, they have been lethargic. And just that goal, that moment, that excitement, maybe that will be the spark that they've needed here in Germany this summer.